Hi Aries, welcome to your love reading for April 2020. This is going to be for couples, exes, and singles. Remember, this is a general reading. If you would like me to look into your personal situation, just go to my website, channeledguidance.com, and I'll put a link down below. Let's go ahead and begin. Okay, Aries, let's go ahead and see what's going on between you and your partner for April 2020. And again, this deck is going to be for those of you you're already coupled, maybe you're living together, you're in a relationship, you're married. This is your spread. Aries and their partner for April 2020. You've got the Ten of Wands. Aries and their partner, April 2020. Page of Wands. Aries and their partner for April. Six of Cups. Aries and their partner, April 2020. Two of Cups. Aries and their partner, April 2020. Three of Swords. Aries and their partner for April. Three of Rings, which is a Three of Pentacles. Aries and their partner, April 2020. You've got Temperance. Aries and their partner for the month of April 2020. You've got the Queen of Wands. Aries and their partner, April 2020. And you've got the Queen of Rings, which is the Queen of Pentacles. What's the most important thing that Aries needs to hear about their partner for April 2020? The message that you have, Aries, nice. You've got the Three of Cups. So Three of Cups does represent a lot of happiness. This could be a celebration. Perhaps if you feel that you're losing this relationship. This also is just a card of love and good time. So we'll come back to this card in a minute. See how it ties in with the rest of the reading. I'm also going to get you a few cards from this deck right here. So let's do that right now. What messages are there for the sign of Aries about their partner for April 2020? I'm going to get you two. Nice. You've got Twin Flame. Aries and their partner for the month of April. And Triangle. Okay, so let me also get you two cards from this deck right here. We're going to tie everything together. Aries and their partner for the month of April 2020. We've got Attraction. Aries and their partner for April. And pay attention to the red flags. Okay, so interesting cards. Let's keep these in mind, and I'm going to kind of go back to them as we go through the tarot cards. Okay, so let's go ahead and take it one row at a time. Let's start at the top. So we've got the Ten of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Six of Cups. So I just uploaded the sign of Libra. If you have a moon or rising in Libra, you might want to watch that, or if your partner is a Libra, because the cards are very, very similar. So you're starting with the Ten of Wands, which tells me that something's going on with the person that you love, where somebody is feeling really frustrated here with the Ten of Wands. This is just kind of wanting to give up. And it can be that maybe, there is a lot of kind of emotional baggage between you. You have the Six of Cups, which does represent the past. Maybe the past in some way is kind of influencing your relationship. Perhaps, because it is a Six of Cups, which has to do with issues from the past or people from the past, that could be something that's creating a problem in the relationship that maybe is, kind of bringing the other partner down, where someone is feeling frustrated, burnt out, tired of trying. Again, there could just be kind of strong issues between you. But because we have this card here, Triangle, I mean, there can be kind of somebody, maybe you have kind of an ex on your side or your partner's side that just doesn't go away. Maybe it's creating issues for the relationship. But whatever it is, you do have the Page of Wands right in the middle. The Page of Wands does represent good news. So again, if you're feeling really, frustrated, maybe you're kind of at that breaking point, because that's what this card represents. You're at a breaking point where you feel like, I can't really deal with this relationship anymore. Maybe because there's someone from the past that doesn't go away, or the issues from the past won't go away. There is a positive change here. The Page of Wands represents lighthearted energy, good news, excitement, change. So I do see that situation changing for you. Now here, I mean, very different cards. I mean, look at this. You've got the Two of Cups, which is a soulmate card. But look what you have right next to it. You've got the Three of Swords, which this is the breakup card, the divorce card. You also have the Three of Rings, which is the Three of Pentacles. I feel like the sign of Aries, like you know who you belong with. I mean, this is the card that I pulled for you from the Love Oracle. And some of you, I mean, if you believe in twin flames, some people don't. That's fine. This is just a very, spiritual, a very kind of spiritual kind of pull towards the person that you're with if you don't believe in twin flames. But some of you, you know, you feel like this is your twin flame. That feeling is here. This is my soulmate. And I feel like, you know, someone is doing everything that they can. We have the Three of Pentacles here, doing everything that they can to hold on to this relationship, or this marriage. Some of you could be dealing with a separation, a breakup. Some of you could be dealing, you know, with someone from the past that is not going away. You know, we have that message here with a triangle. I mean, this will apply to some people, and for other people, it may not apply. But either way, if there is another person kind of influencing issues in your relationship or in your marriage, I mean, you have the twin flame card, which means that this person has a stronger bond with you as opposed to the other person. Now, as far as the romance angels, I mean, look at this. Pay attention to the red flags and attraction. So again, because we have this, you know, kind of message of attraction and twin flame, I feel like, again, this is the person of your dreams. Whoever it is that, you know, that you're with, whether this is your partner or this is your husband, your wife, you feel like this is the person for you. And I feel like, you know, you could be facing a separation, or you could be just heartbroken over things kind of falling apart. This is you really working on the relationship, doing everything that you can and then some to keep you together. Now, if we look at the bottom row down here, and I'll hold them up for you if you can't see them, because I see you down here with another person. You're right here as a fire sign. You are the Queen of Wands, and I see you right next to an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. Right next to it, you have Temperance, which can represent the sign of Sagittarius, but this is telling you calm down. This is telling you don't do anything extreme, like don't file for divorce, especially, you know, if maybe you have an ex, maybe your partner has an ex who won't go away, and you kind of feel like there's a love triangle going on. Yeah, this is telling you just kind of take a deep breath and don't do anything extreme. And this is right next to you. So, I mean, this can be maybe that, you know, you just feel like there's a lot of issues with your partner. I mean, I definitely see in this reading, just kind of showing you the cards before I pull 3 more, that for the sign of Aries, like there's something that has you feeling really tired and exhausted. Whether it's, you know, an ex on your side or an ex on your partner's side, or just kind of issues from the past. So some of you could be afraid that you're losing, you know, this soulmate, because you got the soulmate card here. And I see a lot of work and effort here to kind of prevent that from happening. Okay, so let's get a few more. Let's see what else comes out for you. What other messages are there for the sign of Aries about their partner for April 2020? You've got the Devil, Aries and their partner for April. The Five of Rings, which is the Five of Pentacles, Aries and their partner, and the Ten of Swords. Wow. I mean, this is why I broke up the reading, you know, as far as couples, exes, and singles, because it's going to be different for everyone. With the Devil, you could be dealing with the sign of Capricorn, but this is some strong negativity. It could be negative. I mean, seeing the Devil now, and pay attention to the red flags. I mean, remember, this is a general reading, but because you have the Three of Swords, if right now you're dealing, maybe somebody is asked to break up or is asking for a divorce, there could be some strong negativity coming from this card. And because you have, pay attention to the red flags, especially, you know, with this card here, kind of, you know, again, I don't want to put ideas in your head because it's a general reading, but, you know, if you kind of feel, you know, that there's something going on behind your back that you're not aware of, or you've kind of seen things, don't ignore this. Because, I mean, seeing the Devil here, and it's going to be just someone who's making you highly miserable, because if you've got the Five of Pentacles, this is feeling lonely and abandoned, depressed, left out in the cold. And then, you know, kind of this message that it's time to move on. I mean, I just feel like for the sign of Aries, let me just look at this whole spread before I move on to exes. I feel like for the sign of Aries, I mean, I feel like you're seeing some type of red flag. I mean, I hate to say that, but I mean, I'm not going to lie to you in a reading. I feel like you're seeing some type of red flag around your partner, the person that you're committed to, or you're in a relationship with, or you're married to. There's a lot of strong negativity here. There can be a positive change with the Page of Wands, but it's going to require a lot of time and effort here. And again, I see you here next to an earth sign. I see you here with an earth sign with this message of patience and healing. It's going to also be healing a relationship. Again, it's going to be different for everyone. Some of you, your relationship, maybe you just need to work on it. I just feel somebody is just kind of tired of trying here with the Ten of Wands. But again, I mean, just let me just show you the Oracle cards again. Twin Flame and Triangle. I'll put them here for you. Twin Flame and Triangle. I mean, I just feel for the sign of Aries, as far as your relationship, you really feel like this person is the one. You might kind of refer to your partner as your twin flame, but it's like possibly someone is kind of interfering there. And it's not just those, you know, this one card, because then we added the Devil to all of this, plus the Five of Pentacles, being lonely and abandoned. You've got pay attention to the red flags and attraction. I mean, I feel like the attraction card kind of most goes with the twin flame. Like, you love this person unconditionally. And like you want to hold on to this person more than anything in the world. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you have to keep your eyes open because there could be something going on that you're not aware of. Some of you, maybe you're watching this reading and you're already kind of thinking along the lines of maybe it's time to go with the Ten of Swords. This is a card message that it's time to move on. But just kind of, you know, again, keep an eye on what, you know, what is going on around your relationship, because you're being told for some of you, it's a matter of just not doing anything extreme. There can be a positive change here. It really depends on what's going on in your situation, but I feel like, you know, you know who you belong with. You feel like this person is your twin flame, or this is, you know, the person of your dreams. There is a lot of effort that has to be put in here to kind of prevent this from happening, which is, this is a breakup card, the divorce card. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the X spread. Okay, Aries, let's go ahead and see what's going on between you and your ex for the month of April. Aries and their ex for April 2020. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, Aries and their ex for the month of April. Four of Swords, Aries and their ex for the month of April 2020. Two of Wands, Aries and their ex for the month of April. Two of Cups, Aries and their ex for the month of April. Queen of Swords, Aries and their ex for the month of April. Knight of Wands, Aries and their ex for the month of April. The Fool, Aries and their ex for the month of April. King of Pentacles, Aries and their ex for the month of April. And the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so interesting. And once again, let me get you some cards. This is what I did for the couples. Let's get a few cards from this stack. Aries and their ex. This is a love oracle. Aries and their ex for the month of April. Aries and their ex for the month of April. You've got Destiny. You get another one. Aries and their ex for the month of April. And Ice King. Okay, and let me get you two from the Romance Angels. Aries and their ex for the month of April. You have Let Your Friends Help You. Aries and their ex for the month of April. And Deception. Okay, so interesting cards. Let me get these out of the way and I'll refer back to these as we go through the tarot cards. Let's go ahead and start at the top. So you've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Two of Wands. So, I mean, the fact that we're seeing a new beginning here, it's telling me that as far as your ex, there can be a new beginning. The Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning with a lot of happiness and a lot of blessings. And it actually is lined up with the soulmate card here. But another thing that really stands out is that you've got two kind of cards of non-action, kind of telling you that maybe as far as you and your ex, there has to be a timeout. The Four of Swords does represent a timeout, like somebody needing space to figure things out. And then you've got the Two of Wands, which is a delay. So there is a new beginning there as far as, you know, your ex getting back together, but it's like somebody needs time to think. You have the Ice King here. So the Ice King does represent someone who's kind of, you know, cold-hearted, not in a kind of vicious way. I don't mean it in that way, but this is someone who is not in touch with their emotions. It kind of feels like the energy of like the King of Swords or the Queen of Swords. Someone who's kind of emotionally frozen and, you know, not really in touch with their emotions or their intuition. So what I see here is a delay. Somebody needs time to figure things out, because perhaps they're being very protective as well. You see the person kind of wearing their armor here. They're not letting you in. There is a new beginning here for you, but there is a clear message of like, give me time. Now here, I mean, you've got the Two of Cups, again, the soulmate card, the Queen of Swords, which would be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, with the Knight of Wands. And this is an eagerness. This is like, let's get back together now. This is the opposite of what we have up here. So this can be you maybe wanting your ex back, wanting to see this person now, wanting to get back together now. Keep in mind that you do have destiny here. So, because you have destiny here, and you have the soulmate card, it could be, maybe that you just need some space. This person maybe needs some space to figure things out. I mean, I definitely feel like you were, kind of destined to meet for a reason. With this card coming up here, you have, again, this can be your ex, an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. It can also just be that there is a lot of thinking going on, especially because this is lined up with the Four of Swords. They need time to think, but there is an eagerness here, like, let's get back together now. But there is a delay that has to happen, even though there is that soulmate connection. Now, down here, we've got an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. It can be your ex. It can also be you if you have a moon or rising and an earth sign. Same with the Queen of Swords. There is a new beginning. I mean, if you look at the reading right here, I'm just kind of show you here what I'm looking at. New beginning with the Ace of Pentacles, new beginning with the Fool, and the soulmate card in the middle. So again, it just seems like as far as you and your ex, you were destined to meet for a reason, although for now, there may have to be a delay, a timeout for some reason that you don't know. There's an eagerness to get back together, but it's like they're saying not so fast, like I need a timeout. There is unhappiness here, and this can definitely be you kind of wanting to reconnect with this person now. This is feeling abandoned. You might feel like this person left you out in the cold, didn't really explain why they broke up with you. But again, with the soulmate card here, there are strong feelings. Okay, let me get a few more. Sorry about that, Aries. I had to cough, and I did not want to cough in your video, so I paused the reading. Let's go ahead and keep going. What other messages are there for the sign of Aries about their ex for the month of April? You got the Six of Swords. Aries and their ex for the month of April. Justice. Aries and their ex for the month of April. And a Strength card. So, I mean, you have Justice here. Justice can represent the sign of Libra, but this is an apology. This is someone who is trying to make things right. Someone who's trying to make things up to you. You're just being told here, be patient. The Strength card can also represent the sign of Leo. And again, you have movement here. You've got the Six of Swords. This is things continuing to move forward. A positive change. So let me go through your oracle cards again. From this deck, you had, again, the Ice King and Destiny. And the Ice King definitely kind of ties in with the Four of Swords and the Two of Wands. This is someone who is kind of pushing you away. Someone who is telling you, like, I need a timeout. I need time to think. Perhaps the person, because you have the Five of Pentacles down here, which is feeling abandoned, perhaps this person never gave you an explanation for the reason you broke up. Again, you're dealing with someone who is not emotionally connected. Someone who shies away from their emotions. But you do have, this message telling you that you were destined to meet for a reason. From the Romance Angels, you had deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship, and let your friends help you. I mean, I feel here with this deception card, unless, the reasons that you broke up was that there was cheating, it can definitely be that perhaps this person, this Ice King, is in a place of kind of self-deceit, where, they need maybe some help and kind of, trusting again, being ready for a relationship, because clearly there is a timeout here with the Four of Swords and the Two of Wands. Although I do see things moving forward here again with the Six of Swords. This is things continuing to change, your relationship growing, possibly an apology coming to you with the Justice card. But with the Strength card, you're going to have to be brave. You're going to have to be patient. So yeah, I mean, I just feel like there's something else kind of going on here as far as your ex. I'm just kind of looking at this before I move on to the single spread. I mean, with deception, again here, and then let your friends help you, ask for and accept support from others. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this person maybe doesn't know what they want. I mean, you clearly have two new beginnings here. You have the Ace of Pentacles and the Fool, which shows me that there can be a new beginning with your ex, plus the Soulmate card is here with this message that, there is something here between you. You were destined to meet for a reason. I feel like it just seems like it's not really kind of destined to end yet. This person may need some help as far as finding their way back to you, maybe seeing their own deception, maybe not knowing what they want, or perhaps, they've confused themselves into maybe being drawn to another person or thinking they're not ready for a relationship. Again, this all ties in with the Strength card, which is saying be brave, be patient. Don't let your ego trigger you. Don't get angry. Don't get frustrated. That's why there is a delay going on here. Four of Swords and Two of Wands. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the single spread. Okay, Libra, let's go ahead and see. Oops, sorry, I said Libra. Sign of Aries. Aries, let's go ahead and see what's going on as far as meeting a new romantic partner. Show us the energies around Aries meeting a new romantic partner for the month of April. And you've got the Chariot. Aries meeting a new romantic partner in the month of April. The Three of Swords. Aries meeting a new romantic partner in the month of April. Nine of Wands. Aries meeting a new romantic partner in the month of April. Four of Pentacles. Aries meeting a new romantic partner in the month of April. Knight of Pentacles. Four of Swords. Aries meeting a new romantic partner in the month of April. We've got the Lovers. The Two of Swords. And the Empress. So, wow. The fact that you have, I'll just kind of hold them up here for you, that you have the Lovers and the Empress tells me that you could definitely meet a quality partner in the month of April. Again, the Lovers represents a very significant relationship, and the Empress represents the perfect partner, perfect relationship, the best relationship you've ever had. She also represents marriage and children. So there's definitely someone, a very, very significant relationship that could happen for you in the month of April. But there are, kind of some issues here that you have to deal with first. Let's go ahead and start at the top. You've got the Chariot, the Three of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. So although you have the Chariot here, which can represent the sign of Cancer, the Chariot is telling you there can be big changes, big movement for you in the month of April. But there is some type of heartache here that has to be addressed first. This could be keeping you in a place where you're kind of protective. Maybe you're not letting people in completely. This is not wanting to wear your heart on your sleeve, just kind of holding back. This is something that you have to deal with first. And again, there is, something kind of moving here. We have the Knight of Pentacles. This does mean that things are moving slowly. There's slow progress as far as Aries, kind of being ready for a relationship. Perhaps there's healing that needs to happen. You have the Four of Swords. You may need some more time. You have Three of Swords, Four of Swords. If you recently had a breakup, make sure that you're ready to move on from that first. Because although it's like, ready to take off, ready for big changes, but there's still heartache here. And you're very vulnerable, very protective. You want to take the time to heal. You want to take time for yourself. You also have the Four of Pentacles, which means that you may not be open to change. I mean, you may think, yeah, I'm ready for a relationship, but the Four of Pentacles is someone who is closed off, who's very, kind of stubborn, like I'm not open to change. That's why there's slow progress here, maybe in actually meeting that quality partner. So down here, I mean, look at this. The perfect relationship, the perfect partner, the Lovers, a very significant connection. This can represent the sign of Gemini. The Empress can represent actually your energy, so another Aries, but there's stuck energy here. The Two of Swords. This is being torn, a very difficult decision. That decision could definitely be, now you've got the Two of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Four of Swords. That maybe some of you, if you still have ties to your ex, you gotta cut those ties, let that person go for good, or you're not gonna let you move on. You've got to let them go. For some of you, it can definitely be that. But the Two of Swords could also be maybe you're afraid of moving on. This is perhaps being stuck, like, because I do see you being very protective with the Nine of Wands. You're going to have to really be open to meeting somebody new, perhaps making that, tough decision, take the first step in dating. Because I don't see this often, the Lovers and the Empress. That is a very significant relationship. Let me get you a few more. Will the sign of Aries meet a new romantic partner in the month of April? Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, that's a lot of work to do. The sign of Aries find a new romantic partner. The Star. And the Seven of Pentacles. So very strange. 7 and 8 of Pentacles with the Star. The Star can represent the sign of Aquarius, but this is your hopes and wishes being granted. This is you getting what you want. It's here. You can have this, but you do have to look at your options very carefully. This is you making decisions. So we've got decisions here and decisions here. And for some of you, this can be maybe a decision to just get out there and date. Or it could be a decision to, kind of remove an ex from your life who doesn't need to be there anymore. Even if they just want to be friends, you need to remove that person from your life, which could be that tough decision that I see right here. Definitely there's a quality person that's there for you in the month of April. You're getting exactly what you want, but you have to really think about your decisions. This is telling you take your time. This can also be coming up for you. Yeah, I thought this could also be coming up because there can be more than one person. This is telling you have options that you're not aware of. Take your time, again, perhaps in making a decision about who you're going to be with, because you might actually meet more than one person in the month of April. There's maybe a lot of work to do to build up a relationship to its full potential. Again, the energy of the Lovers and the Empress. But I do see you getting what you want here. But again, remember, you have options, perhaps options that you're not aware of. There could be more than one person, but it's kind of looking at the spread here. Again, 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 4 of Swords. Some of you could be stuck in some type of heartache from the past where you need time to heal. Maybe you need time for yourself before you move on. But with that said, I do see a very significant relationship which you could meet in the month of April. Okay, Aries, this has been your love reading for April 2020. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you again next month.